welcome back. If this is your returning time, and welcome if this is your first time, welcome back to our channel. This is Naturally Divine Goddess, also known as Shauna. Thank you for stopping by for a special. I wouldn't even say that this is like tea time. I guess this would be like a conversation, but intuitively and if spirits come through, I'm just gonna allow spirit just to also use me to get this message out. So, want to make sure I did hit recording. So let's talk about what I came on here to talk about. So I don't know what this falls under. If this is this is just going to be a conversation. And it's going to be based off, spiritual conversation. And what and what is on me and what spirit has been laying on me is to speak. And it is to use my gift to give out, to talk about what was the importance of life, your well-being, your emotional intake. I mean, what you bring into your circle, into your space, into your energy, and how to understand what is really going on, or understand yourself even better, and to bring balance into your mind, body, and spirit all at the same time. When you put all three of those together, it seems like it's hard, but it really isn't. When we take the hardness out of it, this is a time where changes are happening. And this is also a time where changing is a good thing. And for some, it can be a bad thing, but it's all about how you look at that whole aspect of what change is. And for me, change is a little hard. It was hard at first, because changing who I used to be and fighting with all of those old patterns and old habits, thinking that why should I change? And it's not just because someone is telling you need to change. You have to know that you want to change, period. So I look back over my life and say, okay, this is how the mood that I was in, the season that I was in, this was how it needed to flow to put me where I'm at right now, to where I am of coming out of my comfort zone and not bottling things up so much where it just eats at me, and then it's too late to talk about what it is that I need to talk about. Because things have moved on, people have moved on, or someone, I in my mind, someone else has already talked about it. But with this newness and me coming out and using my gifts, not just, a way of not connecting, but connecting to the other people. But I'm using my gifts to connect to every living being, and being kind and being positive and staying positive and staying consistent is the hard thing, because you can talk yourself out of doing something. I say that to say, do not give up. All right. Keep going. even when it's times where you feel like no one hears you or no one gets you. Someone gets you and someone hears you. All right. Don't give up. That is the affirmation. I will not give up, because it's my journey, it's my path, it's my mission to completion. Or for some, because you've lost loved ones, or someone that's very close to you. You feel like, well, they are done with their mission. Not necessarily. They just, I believe in reincarnation. So I just feel like you come back as something else that you choose in this lifetime or for your path. And for you to sit back and to look at your whole journey and say, is my mission complete? And have I done all the things that that were set out on my path? Is this it? But no, you keep evolving. Things keep changing. You keep adapting, and in a way where it benefits you and it's in alignment with your highest and greatest good. So it's how you use your words changes the way you think. And the way you think is going to automatically change the way you present yourself, and physical wise, and articulate things very clearly, and even clearer than what they were. So, this message is for someone, and definitely for me, of using your gifts, using what you know and what has been given to you for good. And we get lost a lot of times in our minds and with our thoughts, because ego comes into play and pride comes into play, because it doesn't know how to be vulnerable, and it doesn't know how to step outside of that comfort zone, per se, like of not being clear and making you question yourself when you are doing the things that you are supposed to be doing. And that's according to what's aligned, what's in alignment. And people start to judge because they don't get it. You know what I mean? When they don't get it, they put that fear into you, or that anxiety or worry into you, and to make you feel like, well, wait a minute. What am I saying? Am I questioning what I'm doing? Because it comes a point where you are fighting for what you believe in and what you stand on, versus the person or environment or situation or other person, relationship, fighting with them because they see you a different way than you see yourself. So then there's always going to be conflict. And that conflict, 9 times out of 10, is within. Because you feel like, if I leave this relationship, then what am I going to do? It's security. It's that feeling of you don't want to be alone. It's the feeling of, well, I know him and that's what it is. But deep down inside, you are like crushed, because you are it's not a form of protection at that point. Now it becomes like a self-imprisonment where you are in your mind thinking like this is right. This is how the relationship is supposed to go. And you have to be the one to either keep going on it and sticking with it, or you can pull them britches up and say, okay, I'm cool and I can walk away. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's like a sense of power back. And that's what you have to remember and take back is your power. It can be a work situation where you feel like, all right, I'm putting all this hard work in and I'm still have not elevated. I'm seeing everybody else around me elevate into, get their promotion and get higher up in the work force. But then when you sit back and you look at it, you're like, well, am I being looked over? And at that time, you have to say, well, if they're not going to appreciate me, then who will? I will. I can appreciate myself where I will go somewhere else or even start your own business, and don't be afraid of starting. And then once you start, then staying consistent because this is what you love to do. This is what I love to do. I love to talk. And why not use this gift for this platform, What I like to talk about is enlightenment and bringing balance and understanding to a situation, to myself, to others that just don't know how to figure it out almost. And I am here to help guide you. And I know that's my purpose. And I know that is a huge mission for me of finding understanding and to bring that understanding into balance and into alignment where, all right, you get it, you got it. All right, let's move on to something else that triggers or brings up some old patterns and let's figure it out together, So I know that that's what I am set out to do for myself and for others as well. When I say using your words, be very clear of how you use those words. The words that you speak, the words that you write down, the words that make you feel sad or happy, you want to make sure that everything is sincere and everything is truthful. And even though, I was speaking to my grandmother last night and I love speaking to her and my mom about, I guess it's like my little rants and how to project good energy through words even more, because words are powerful. Words can hurt. Words can uplift, But when you want to bring into your life the change and you want to, elevate what's around you and elevate yourself, what you're gonna say to yourself is, positive and great words that are powerful, right? So when you invite that negative, you're going to always have those negative words or that negative talk always going on. And it gets kind of boring because you are by yourself in the negative. Now, you have some that just loves misery, and, they want company. Misery wants company. And so you bring someone else's crap down so you can meet at the same level where now you feel like, all right, this is a like-minded person. Now we can talk about, all the negative crap of woe is me or feeling pitiful on self, and or, talk about others in a negative way, just being just a Debbie Downer at all the time, like all the time. And when you start to awaken spiritually, you come to a point in your life and say, I cannot be around that. It's like, why should you? Why should I take my energy level down? Why should I meet you at your level when you're not even trying to meet me at mine? And it can make you feel like, okay, well, let me meet you at your level. But eventually you have to meet me at mine. But if you keep meeting them at their level and it's crappy, guess what you become? You're going to pick up that energy and you're going to be that crappy person as well with that crappy energy. And how do you fix that? It's easy, by remembering who you are and your power. And stepping back into the positive and staying optimistic. A lot of times, it can be an argument or a disagreement of some sort. It can be, a relationship. It can be work. It can be, having that strife with other employees or your co-workers or even your boss. Or it can be your significant other that you have these disagreements of. And then when you have those disagreements, you have to look at the whole big picture. Now, is this like a full-fledged argument where we punching and we fighting? Or this is something that we can get over? I hear your part, you hear my part. Now, how do we come up with a solution? Now, if that solution is understood of all right, it is what it is, then that's what it is. But how does that make you feel when you walk away from it? Is it still ticking in your mind? Did the words of the other person, did they say something that hurt you really, really bad to where, or throwing something in your face where it's like, okay, look, I got it. You can't keep beating a damn dead horse. You know what I mean? It's proven. That horse is dead, and that is it. This conversation, you can't keep going backwards when you are moving forward. Okay? I say that to say, use your words very, very wisely. Okay? Because you speaking and using a certain tone can come off either disrespectful or looking down on others or being judgmental or judgy, or it can uplift and inspire and motivate others. So choose your words very wisely. All right. And Just be aware and be in a conscious light where you know what you have said. And if that's your truth, stand by it. Don't retract it. You know, if you are a type of person that has no filter, live in that. Be that. But understand what that comes with. You know, if you're a kind person, and stand in it, live it. Once again, understand what comes that, because you can be taken advantage of. You know, so see the whole big picture of everything. See what, you know, what all of this is all about, of how and what you bring in. You know, for those that do write and use a journal and write your thoughts out, unbelievable. More power to you. You know, I write a lot because a lot of times it's just what you are feeling is between you and spirit, and you got to get it out of your system that way. Or it's setting new intentions, or it can be releasing things that no longer serves you. Or it can be affirmations to uplift you. You know, whatever it is, you know, I'm a big fan of writing. A lot of times when you cannot use your voice. And I thank God and thank Spirit that I have a voice that I also can use, and that it is strong and loud. But I know how to tone it down when it's a time to listen. But that Virgo in me is like, if I've done something wrong, tell me what I've done wrong so that I can fix that problem and to move on. Because if you keep telling a person or if you keep telling an animal, a dog, okay, say for instance, a dog, look, don't pee in this house, okay? Don't pee in the house. But you're not telling him where to go pee at besides in the house. You just told him, don't pee in this house. Okay, well, where do I pee? That dog is getting confused of, well, I gotta pee, but where am I gonna go pee? So it's also being, you know, directing a person, or in this case an animal, of what to do, and just guiding them like, look, all right, go outside, let me show you where, this is the grass. Now I have to take part and to help you, to help me. I hope that makes sense. Because I don't want to keep cleaning up pee and and have the smell and or step in pee or whatever. Either way, that's the whole point. So help others help you as well. I would say, for a bit of advice, if someone is triggering you and that particular trigger, and they don't know what it is, and they keep saying or doing whatever, why would you get mad at them when they don't know what it is that they're doing to piss you off or to make you feel a certain type of way? Talk, be upfront, be clear, and say, look, I'm not, this is what's like, you know, messing with me. And it triggers me, and I go back into a place in my mind where, you know, this happens and this is how it makes me feel. You know, we don't talk anymore. And we always, you know, as human beings, make assumptions. Okay. And those assumptions are all not the right assumptions, because all you have to just do is ask. Ask about what it is that you don't understand and help me understand what is bothering you. And there's nothing wrong with that. But then you have some that use that as a controlling factor, knows what they are doing to trigger you, to mess with you on purpose. Now, that falls right back on you. If you know that's what 9 times out of 10, you know what that is, you are strong enough to walk away, to say, you know what? It ain't even worth it. Let me get it together and let me walk away. All right. When it comes to people feeling trapped in a controlling situation and you feel like you can't get out of it, and you can. You absolutely can. There is a lot of support out there for ones that like literally just don't know what to do after you walk away. You did the most powerful thing of not giving that energy or giving that power, your power, to the controlling person or controlling party. You can step away. There's a lot of support. There's a lot out there. All you have to do is just say, I need help. And there's nothing wrong with saying that. I think a lot of times people get so caught up in the gist of saying, I got it. Don't worry, I got it. I can fix it. I've been doing it by myself. I got it. It's like, technically, you haven't been doing it by yourself. Someone has helped you. But you want to beat on that chest to say, I got it. Well, we know that. I know you got it. But do you know that you got it? For the ones that don't feel like they do. So, not going to talk your head off too much longer. But ask for help. Ask for guidance. If you don't know where to go, sit back and ask spirit, ask source, ask your higher, the person that you for higher powers. So I go to spirit and I ask for guidance. I go to my ancestors. I go to my immediate family. I even will go to my spouse and say, look, I need help on this. How do I move? How do I think better? And I need your opinion. Just some feedback. Now, remember that it is only an opinion. It is not, it's what they think you should be doing. But take it in. Take it in as advice. Take it in as something that you didn't know, and use it and then apply it to your life or situation or whatever it is. Apply it and watch your life become very different in a very good way. Okay. Listen to your intuition, listen to that gut, listen to those feelings, understand those feelings so that you can be a better version of yourself. And let no one take your power away. Own your power and step up to something so beautiful, into this beautiful, oh my gosh, like transition into this new person, you know, new light. The light has always been there. Okay. Now, that being said, I hope I didn't bore you too much with my conversation, but I felt like that was big, and someone needed to hear this, you know, and to literally let go of the fear of not being able to use your voice. If you can't use your voice, no worries. Write, music, art, be creative. Get your point, get your message across. Because somebody needs to hear it, needs to see it, needs to feel it, needs to understand that they are not alone. And neither are you. So, I say that. Let's see. Am I going to? Okay. I should probably leave it alone. But I say that to say I greatly, greatly appreciate you stopping by for a minute or so. It's probably longer than that. How long? Oh, all right. We at the 30 minutes. But I wanted to share this with you. To all my gods and goddesses, trust your power, know your power, take your power back, and use it. Use it, use it, use it. All right. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on that notification bell. I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. I love y'all, gods and goddesses. And I'm just so grateful to have a platform to speak. And I'm pretty sure it'll be some more conversations like this. Anyways, but I don't know if I'm going to put this under tea time or what, but this is just a spiritual conversation of enlightenment and to empower you and to inspire and uplift you. All right. You can check out my website if you want to do a private session of a reading, or even just talking. I have my services on the website at goddesspower.net. Also, you can check out the boutique with intention crystal bracelets, crystal jewelry. When it comes to the earrings, I think you can see them here on the side over here. And all, especially also the skincare. Especially the skincare that's on there. It's crystal infused skincare. It's all organic, all natural, and made by me with great and good intentions to uplift you, to have that glow as well. But as you doing this inner work and working, doing your shadow work, as well as feeling good on the outside and looking good. And just enhancing it also with the bracelets, the crystal bracelets. All right. I'm done. You can also check me out on Facebook. I will have all of this stuff linked down below. Go ahead and check out the other videos. I am hoping I'll get all of those new moon readings up. If not the new moon readings, yeah, I'm going to figure that part out. But anywho, thank you for stopping by once again. Peace and blessings, gods and goddesses.